Hello, this is Peter with another video, and today I received a very exciting parcel sent to me from one of my friends, Nirmala. I apologise if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but I sent her some pawpaw scions that I had spare, just a few little bits that have been in the fridge since spring, and she sent me two very rare types of scions. So we've got some citrus and avocado cuttings in here. So I'll just quickly go through what we've got. So the citrus cutting that she sent me is the Arcobal. I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce it, but it's also known as the rainbow orange, I think. It's, I believe, a cross between a Maya lemon and a type of blood orange. And the fruit, I think it looks like a blood orange with red striping on the side of the fruit. And you can see it does have some quite vicious spikes on it. So yeah, I'm going to see if I can do some chip bud grafts with this piece here, and maybe any extra bits I might try and root. So yeah, it's going to be quite thin here, but I might be able to get a few buds off here to graft onto one of my rootstocks. This thicker bit down here I could probably get some off as well, so I might try a thicker piece and a thinner piece. And then yeah, any spare bits I'll try and root. I have managed to root citrus cuttings before. It's not the easiest to root them from cuttings, but it is possible. So I might give that a go as well with any extra bits. And at the side here I have quite a lot. I didn't expect this many cuttings actually. From a very special avocado tree. So these avocado scions Nirmala got from one of the fruiting London avocado trees. So there's a few avocado trees in London which survive in protected, very sheltered areas of London, and this is one that actually produces fruit on a regular basis. She did get permission from the owners of the tree, and yeah, she wanted to share these with me to see if I could graft onto some of my seedlings. Now, most of my seedlings are very thin, so I think this one, for example, might just be about the right size. It might be a little bit thick, but there's a few other pieces which are probably just about right. And this one you can see here has actually got some buds just starting to push out, which is, I think, the perfect stage for the grafting avocados. So yeah, with the avocados I think I'm going to try cleft graft, which is meant to be quite a good one to use for avocados. Could potentially use the chip budding method, especially for the thicker pieces like this. This one would be quite a good bud to take off. Although I would need quite a thick stem to be able to attach a bud on using the chip bud. So I'll probably stick to using cleft graft for the avocados. And some of the extra pieces I'll try and root as well. I know avocados are pretty difficult to root, I believe, but I'll definitely give it a go. And I'll try and do it like I do the citrus and see if that works. I'll show you some of the avocado seedling plants that I'm going to try to graft onto. So yeah, this is one of my avocados that I'm going to use as a rootstock. It was actually a seed that I germinated, I think, about 3 years ago, believe it or not. And it was in water for 3 years basically at my parents' house. I was really surprised how long these things can actually last in water. But yeah, about a couple of weeks ago I brought it to my house and repotted it, and some of these leaves weren't looking too happy in the last week or so, but the rest are not looking too bad, and it has just started to push out some new growth, so I think this rootstock will be fine. Some of those scions will probably fit lower down here where it's a bit thicker. So over here I have another recently germinated seedling. This one is quite thin, but I think there's definitely a couple of pieces I could graft onto this. So I'll definitely give that a go with this one. And this is actually just another seedling which I had in water. And as you can see, it has just started to push shoot out the top. I've no idea if it would be possible to graft onto it at this stage, but I think some of those smaller pieces of Scions would probably fit on here. So I'm just going to try it anyway. Worst case scenario, it's only a young seedling, so it'll probably push out some new growth from lower down if it doesn't take. And we can always try again in the future. I do also have another couple of avocado seeds at my parents' house, which I'll also save some Scions to graft onto them. But I'll probably have to do that tomorrow because I'm not going to have time to graft it today at their house. So yeah, I'll just do the ones I've got here today and then save some for tomorrow. Okay, so it's been nearly a week now. It's the 27th of September when I'm filming this. So it's been about 6 days since I grafted the first of these avocados and the Arcobal. I did also do a couple more avocado grafts the day after. So yeah, I just thought I'd do a quick update. So far there's nothing visible starting to push through on any of the avocados, but it's still nice and green and healthy on all of them, which is a good sign. I think it's going to be at least 3 or 4 weeks before we know whether the graft has taken on these rootstocks. This is one of the other ones here. It is actually looking a little bit like the buds might be starting to develop a little bit more on that one. I've got another one under here. This is the one that I put the top off into here to see if I could root it. The cutting isn't looking too good, but yeah, I think the graft is still looking nice and healthy. And then I have a couple of seedlings. This is one of the 3-year-old seeds that's been in water since about 2020. Can't remember the exact date when it was planted, but you can see it's a very old seed. I do change the water quite regularly. So this one never actually got potted up. And then this one was a much more recent seedling. There's a bit of a marking on the side, but it is actually quite a newly germinated seed that I also grafted onto. And yeah, the grafts are looking all quite good at the moment. I'll insert some footage of the Arcobal now. It's in the greenhouse. I didn't want to go out and film it because you probably won't be able to hear me because we've got a bit of a storm at the moment. But I will be inserting footage over this video here. So I ended up adding 3 buds onto it. They're looking quite good at the moment. Of course, it's still too early. I've had buds look like they're okay for about a month or so, and then they just suddenly start to decline. So it is way too early to tell if the graft's taken yet, but it's looking quite good. I think there might even be a slight bit of bud growth on one of them as well. So yeah, it's looking quite promising. I have also tried to root a few of the extra Scions from the London avocado tree, and if any of those take, I will do a separate video to show the different methods I've tried to root them. But I'm not holding my breath on the rooting of them, as they're not the easiest to try and root. So I'll definitely let you know how these grafts get on, and I'll definitely do some more updates to show whether these take or not. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I do future updates. And yeah, I'll keep you all updated. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.